Hi, it's Brian here. Just a little draw along really. I'm just experimenting. I'm trying to make my plants a bit more planty. Because I tend to do leaves going up the side and never have any at the front, if you know what I mean. So I'm just sort of mucking about with the concept. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to work out a way of making like a join like that. That's a bit small. So I'm trying to make a way of joining, like a little bud coming off. I'm going into delete. I've been mucking about. So far I've come up with this, and then what I'll do is I'll put like a little notch at the end, and then I'll draw a leaf like this, and then maybe I'll draw another one coming off there, going to the notch like that. So I've got the ones on the side, but what I want is some on the front, you know, as if it's coming towards you. So what I've come up with is to make it sort of like this and like this, and then put like the little notch there with the bud like that, coming in with the delete, removing obviously the stem, and it gives me that sort of look. And then I can come in again, maybe this side, take it round that way. I've buggered that one up, I think, like that. Come in with the eraser, taking that off there, like so, and I get my front facing leaf. But because I'm self-critical, I don't know that's very good. And then what I could do is I could come down and maybe add another notch there, like that, add a little thing at the top like that, and then take it up so it overlaps a little bit like that, and maybe another one in there like that. And I could even go mad and make one come up there like that, but that's a bit OTT maybe, but you get the idea. So it's making it look a bit more bushy. But I'm no artist, I'm a doodler. So, but I'm getting into these sort of, I don't know why I like florals so much. I think it's because they're easy for me to do. This one doesn't look very good. Or maybe what I could do is take it over the top like that. So I can erase that out. There. What do you think? What do you think? Like that. That's a bit better, isn't it? Sort of play around, and that's the sort of thing I'm sort of playing with. Is these curvy leaves I used to have a real problem with. Let me do another one. I'll show you how I fixed my problem. So I'm going to put one in there and a thing on the top. Obviously I might not stick with that thing on the top. I'm just sort of mucking about. Yeah, these leaves, because I don't know why, muscle memory maybe, I couldn't do them. So what I learned to do was to do one side like that, and before I was trying to come back, but that's the bit I was having problems with. So I tend to do them individually like that and just repeat it, and sometimes I don't put that curve in there like this, so I know that's going to come up there roughly, and I can take this round like that. And I can do the same here. Maybe I could have that coming over the top. like that. Eraser. Just get in there a little bit, that's it. Like so. And if maybe what I could do is put one coming this way. And then what I could do is I could erase that. And that breaks it up a little bit. Like that. Little things. But I think the problem I'm having is these bits where it's joining the front of the stem. You know, because I think that looks a bit, I don't know. Looks a bit funny, doesn't it? These are my little issues of my drawing. And what I could do then is, I've seen people doing it, looks really good, and I should really do it on a different layer, is they come in, people come in and, I don't know, maybe I can put, I don't know where to put it, it has to be around the leaves, because it's berries I'm going to try and do, and they put circles in like this, and these are like berries, like that, and I'll come in with the eraser. Oh, I come in with white because I'm on a different layer, aren't I? So I can come in with the white and just start whitening out the underneath like this, and it gives you that like berries look. Maybe I'll put one more in here like that. And I like that. It's quite good. But that's sort of playing around with different ideas. This line here, you see, the stem, have you noticed how it looks quite the same distance all the way through? That's because I made a pen. I made a brush. I forgot which one I was using. I think I was using that one. Like that. And then these bits where it joined, I did that. And I came in with the eraser. And I sort of erased it out. Like this. I didn't really care too much about making a mistake because I was coming to my brush and I was fixing it. Oops, not that one. I was coming back into the brush, same thickness sort of thing, and just fixing it. Like that. Because my hands are so shaky, as you've probably seen in when I do my mandalas, just trying to undo all that. When I do my mandalas, my hands are very I haven't got a steady hand. So when I try and do things like this, it's never the same, although that is quite, because it looks natural. But sometimes I want it, you know, looking a bit unnatural. And my hands are too shaky, so I made a brush to do that. I actually did it for another drawing I did, but I thought it'd be quite good to make stems with. Only problem is the tops of the stem. That's why I put that big flower there. Because really it should, you know, go narrow, shouldn't it? So what I did is I covered it up with a flower or leaves, and that's probably what I'm going to do on the ends of all of them. Yeah, so I was just sort of playing about with flowers on the front coming towards me, because a lot of my drawings, the flowers are always going up the side or off to the side, and you could always, the front was just like bare, but plants aren't like that. I mean, I'm not really going for too realism, but you know, it'd be nice if, you know, I could make it look a bit more bushy and plants and leaves coming off the front. And I like the idea of making these notches coming off the front there, although that one looks a bit odd, but that's fine. But you see how I've just changed the look of that stem, make it look a bit more rough. That's fine. In fact, that worked really well. Maybe I could do that. Just spotted that. Maybe I could just take off something like that, come back with my pen, and just make it a little bit more rough, like that. Yeah, we get the idea. I don't like these little overlaps. It's really annoying. But that's where I've been erasing the, you know, the line. Like that. And that looks really fake. So I'm just going to trim that off. Like so. Yeah. So that's what I've been playing around with, really. It may seem simple, but if you don't come back from a arty background, I didn't go to college or anything for drawing, I just enjoy it. So it's a learning curve. But you're not born an artist, are you? You sort of, if you do it enough and practice and practice and practice, all this bit's just natural. And this sort of thing, when you do something else similar, this, what you just learnt here, comes into play, doesn't it? But I do find florals, I seem to focus more on florals more than anything. I want to get into more, I might start getting into buildings, maybe barns and stuff, because I need some scenery to get into. I suppose I could put something over that to make it look slightly covered, these berries, sort of put them you know, behind the leaf a little bit more, or maybe have the berries and then have some sticks coming out of it. It's open to interpretation, or whatever I want to call it. Yeah, but yeah, I wanted these leaves to come on the front just to make it a little bit more planty, not too realistic, but planty, more bushy, because they did look a bit odd with just leaves coming off the side. You know, it's a bit 2D-ish. So that's what I'm playing around with at the moment. Although this one here looks really odd, so I'll probably get rid of that. But then again, I'm just playing, so I'll probably delete the whole page. But yeah, that's very odd, that one. I suppose if I had it on a bit more of an angle and a bit smaller. Yeah. But that would be great, the colour, wouldn't it? If I had more berries in there. Oops. No, oops. Don't want that. Put a bit more round on it. Coming with a white, I suppose, just because I don't want to go searching for the layer. I'm being lazy. It looks like it's underneath. Like that. Now that looks better. This looks more overlappy. Yeah, so it'd be quite interesting to colour that, because it'll have berries everywhere and more leaves. Maybe some leaves will be overhanging the berries a bit more. Have a bit of fun with that, you know. Yeah. Anyway, just a little chat along there. Show you the sort of things I'm playing with at the moment. I've made some stamps. I think I've talked about that already. Where are they? Yeah, I call them floating templates. I will box these up. I talked about them in one of the other videos because they're so handy. You know, you just bung them in there like that and start drawing, and you can get some really symmetrical flowers drawn, and you can change the size of them, you know, and you can draw some really good symmetrical looking flowers, and they'd be sort of the same sort of dimensions all around your page. Like this plant here, for instance, I could put a flower there, flower on the end of that one, and the end of that one, just change the sizes slightly, and you know, and I've got something to work from. If I want to add, make it a bit more complex, with like different leaves sizes, but at least I know my diameter. And because it's you put it on its own layer, just select it and you can change the size and whatever. But I'll get them boxed up because you can do an export now, can't you? If I can work out how to do it. Share. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll get that. Give that a go, because that'd be interesting to see if you get it in the same way. Because I'll be exporting the whole thing. Floating templates, it'd be called. I fixed a few bugs on the website as well. Apparently people were having problems adding to the basket, and I think it was the membership software interfering with the CSS on there. So what I've done is I've allowed anyone to just add to basket as a guest or member. Obviously if you're a member you can come back later and re-download what you purchased, and things like that. So it supports us supports me if you register there anyway, because eventually I'll get some newsletters going out and things like that, and goodies like those stamps, for example. You'll get a notification on that sort of thing. But I'm so disorganised I haven't got round to organising the updates of the newsletter and stuff. Yeah, but I will get on top of it and things. But you know what it's like. So many distractions, isn't there? But yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. It's a little technique. I'm sure this is like a piece of cake for most people, that sort of thing. But I've been sort of sitting on the idea of doing this for ages. I just never got around to doing it. But it's good to experiment because it increases your repertoire. And I suppose having more branches would make it even more bushy, wouldn't it? But I'll keep it simple for now. And yeah, so that's what I'm up to. Anyway, good having a chat and stuff. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and share the videos, because that helps as well to grow the membership. And remember, I've opened a Facebook group, which at this point no one's joined at the moment, but it's there. I'm getting my Flickr group going as well, because I love Flickr and things. And yeah, so talk again soon. Take care.